You know that feeling when you play a game and you say to yourself, this is it, I'm finally gonna beat this game, and you just never did? That's me right now, playing Dead Cells. For anyone who hasn't heard of this game, Dead Cells is a 2D roguelike by Motion Twin, where you play as this creature that can possess a human body, and your main goal for the whole game is to escape from wherever you started. I'm not going to say too much more because even though this game is a roguelike, it actually has elements of a story scattered throughout the levels, and that's something that every player should try and find on their own. But I'm not here to talk about the lore. I want to talk more about what makes this game fun. So to start off, let's address the progression. At the beginning, before starting out, you'll be able to pick all of these 3 items to use: a sword, a bow, and a shield. But that doesn't mean that's going to be the only gear you'll find. Along the way, you'll find shops where you can buy whatever item is available. Other times, you'll find treasure chests, and sometimes some of them will be lying out there in the open. And whatever gear you find, you can upgrade them later on to make them stronger. But in order to do that, you need to pass the level. And the levels in Dead Cells can be simple, but complex. Sometimes the platforming makes it hard for you to do anything, and other times it helps you. But these levels are randomized every time you die, and I think it's good. It keeps things fresh and encourages you to adapt to the ever-changing environment. Being flexible and efficient is a must for any players trying to tackle Dead Cells. But just like any roguelike, you are supposed to die. And every time you die, you will always start off at the very, very beginning, no matter where you died or how much progress you made. This is true until you more or less get the upgrades that you need and figure out how to play the game. In other words, mastering the combat. So, the way you fight in this game is that you'll be able to have up to 2 main weapons and 2 gadgets and or skills. You can use them at any given point, but your gadgets and skills have cooldowns, while your main weapons don't. You can just use it whenever you like, except if your weapon requires ammunition, which you'll need to keep track of. But what makes the combat in Dead Cells fun is the amount of choices you have. The weapons, gadgets, and skills all are different and have their own gimmicks, so you could say there's a little bit of everything for everyone. And then there's the mutations. The mutations in this game is an important variable to keep track of as you go along. Mutations can be obtained after clearing a level and by talking to this guy. He'll give you multiple options for mutations, but you can only pick one every time you clear a level, and it's important to pick wisely, because these mutations can give you an edge in battle, and they grow with the player through the power-ups. Now the power-ups are these scrolls you find randomly throughout the levels, and is basically your main ticket to getting stronger. The power-ups are divided into 3 types: brutality, tactics, and survival. And these power-ups can correspond to your arsenal. So for example, if you have a sword with a red background, that means if you upgrade brutality, you're essentially making that sword stronger. The same principles work for the other types as well. And like I said, these power-up scrolls not only work for your arsenal, but also for your mutations, because the mutations are aligned with either of the 3 power-ups, and their effects get stronger when you upgrade their corresponding type. It's definitely something you'll be keeping track of a lot, because the enemies and bosses you'll be fighting in this game are no joke, especially if you come unprepared. I mean, I wish I can say more about the enemies and bosses in general, like I did with some of the mechanics, but I don't want to spoil the fun of encountering them. But I can at least say this: what you're seeing me play right now is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the enemies of this game. Not to mention the bosses. But again, I won't say anything more. Just keep your guard up when playing this game. Anyways, I've rambled a lot about this game. from the 2D roguelike elements to the upgrade systems, and all of it combined makes Dead Cells a really fun game to play around with. I'm taking my time with this game, and even then I still find a lot of replay value, because it's that much fun. If you gain an interest in this game because of this video, then I encourage you to at least try it out. It's a nice game to play on the side whenever you have free time. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video really. It's a lot shorter than the one I've had before, but it's because I want to try and improve a lot of things with my videos. Like the points I make, the way I deliver them, and just the editing in general. But I think I did a good job making a concise video on Dead Cells. I'm gonna continue to practice making more videos like this and see if I can improve and refine it even more. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it with a friend. It helps me make more stuff like this. Thanks again for watching. See you next time!